There is an illusion of social and racial harmony, and in a country that prides itself on equality, the lines between fairness and resentment blur. This compelling narrative delves into the lives of individuals caught between the promise of equal opportunity and the reality of lingering prejudice. As communities debate what true social harmony means, readers are challenged to question their own assumptions about progress and justice. My book, entitled Chattel Tolerance, Your Guide to Understanding Racial Difference, helps open-minded people of all tracks of life contend with the pitfalls of racial intolerance. To get this book, just click on one of the links below, depending on whether you prefer an ebook, paperback, or Audible book. I also encourage you to follow my podcast based on the aforementioned book entitled Advocate with Dr. Rufus Lowe, which can be found on all major platforms, as well as my website, drrufuslowe.com. When equality divides. Is equality the ultimate goal or just the beginning of a more complex struggle through intertwined stories of hope, resistance, and misunderstanding? My book, as well as my podcast, expose the tensions beneath the surface of a society that claims to have moved beyond race. And what does it truly mean to live in harmony? Racial equity as a contrast to equality is more than just a buzzword. It's a powerful concept that aims to create fairness and justice across all racial groups. At its core, racial equity means that everyone, regardless of their race or ethnicity, has equal access to opportunities, equal access to resources and rights. Unlike equality, which treats everyone the same, racial equity recognizes that different communities have faced unique challenges and barriers over time, and it focuses on addressing these historical and systemic disadvantages to level the playing field. This distinction is crucial because it acknowledges that fairness sometimes requires different treatment to achieve equal outcomes. I would tell my students all the time when they thought that the outcomes for something were unfair, they would whine, "Well, Dr. Lowe, that's unfair." I would immediately remind them that fairness is not necessarily treating everyone the same. Fairness is treating equals equally. If you get, say for instance, arrested for DUI, don't expect your punishment to be the same if you were a repeat offender to those committing a DUI for the first time. Someone who is a first offender will get a lesser punishment. I'll allow you to chew on that for a bit, and we'll come back and talk about that a little bit later. But let's just use this as an example or as a parallel. Imagine a race where some runners start miles behind the starting line. Equality would mean giving all runners the same starting point, but equity would mean moving those who started way behind closer to the front so everyone has a fair chance to win. It's not enough, though, to start everyone at the same starting point when some contestants start off shoeless with no equipment to compete, while other contestants show up with state-of-the-art equipment, clothing, and a pair of high-quality shoes specifically made for running and winning races. This approach is essential for building a society where no one is held back because of their racial background.